Hey, this is Show, and thank you so much for checking out the video. Now, in my first set of Monarch videos, I wanted to create some helpful content guides for people who are very interested in going through the game. Maybe they need some help with certain aspects, so on and so forth. So, first video in the series is going to be an achievement video describing how to unlock all of the achievements in the game. Now, this is going to be divided into two sections, with the first part being like what are achievements and how do you get them. And then the second half of the video is basically going to be a sort of mini guide to acquire all the achievements in the game. Now, do note that some of the achievements will require, I guess you could say, a bit more of complex detail. In those situations, I will be sure to link a secondary guide that goes into further depth for you to be able to unlock everything that you want in Monarch. Excuse me. So with that said, let's start by talking about achievements. What are achievements? Well, in Monarch's main menu, in your phone menu here, you have the achievement section, and this keeps all of your game records and all of the trophies you unlock. Now, these are, of course, going to be important for any PlayStation players out there, because obviously each one of these trophies corresponds with an actual unlockable trophy in the PlayStation Network. But for Switch players such as myself, what's the point of these? Well, as you can see off to the right there, each actually offers a reward. Now, usually these rewards are either spirit points, as you can see here, or in more cases, they are customization options for your Legion. Now, I know people have been asking quite a bit about customization for the Legions, and yes, there are customization options. You can change some of like the hair color, voices, as well as hairstyles. Now, all of the customization options are unlocked through the trophies here. So there's nothing outside of this that changes your base appearance. Basically, if you want to unlock more customization options for your Legion, you got to go through the trophies. So that's why we're doing it. Now, for actually unlocking trophies, it's pretty simple. Each trophy sort of has like three kind of options. You have this grayed out version that we can see here, right? Okay. And then you have these ones here that's a little bit dark with a star. These ones indicate that you've unlocked the achievement, but you've yet to claim the reward. So, if we just select this one here, hit A for claim reward, it tells us we've acquired this new hair color F, and then you can see that the little star, kind of that was at the top corner there, that little diamond, is now gone. So this tells us that we've unlocked the achievement and we've acquired the reward, and it also emphasizes that point by having the reward checkmarked in the main information box. So now that we know how the achievements work and why should we be getting them, let's talk a bit about what these achievements are. Now, once again, for ones that require additional explanation or information, I will post separate guides for them. You should see them linked at the top right hand of the screen through YouTube's linking system. If the guide is not ready yet or not posted yet, it won't be there, but I will try to update this as much as possible. I also do have a playlist on my channel for all the Monarch content, and if perhaps it's just too much to keep checking the video over and over again, feel free to subscribe to the channel. That way you get the newest updates on when new Monarch videos get released. So, with that said, let's get into it. Now, the first, I think, like 13, 14 achievements here, these are all story-based. This achievement is the Master Achievement, and the rest of these here are basically all 100% story-based. So, as you clear Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, you'll unlock new voices and hairstyles here. This section here is the Act 2 kind of shenanigans, where you get some spirit points. I'm not going to go too much into that because it's slightly spoiler territory. But anyway, just know that these first set of achievements here are all based on story progression and completion of the full list. So don't worry too much about it. You'll unlock them as you go through on a regular playthrough. Next up, we have the Method in Madness. Now, this basically you achieve when you unlock Madness in battle. Now, I will have a guide, hopefully fairly soon, posted on the madness mechanics of the game, so you can probably check that out for more information. But basically, you just have to see madness happen one time, and bam, you get this achievement. Next up is Awakening, which is basically the other half of the madness sort of discussion. Again, the same guide will have information on Awakening. just have one character awaken for the first time and get a free achievement. Finally, for part of this kind of emerging set, you have Emerging Enlightener, which is basically your first enlightenment. This is acquired when you have both 100% madness and 100% awake at the same time. Again, the aforementioned guide will cover this achievement. Also, just do note to the side, I am using the demo right now to talk about these achievements because it's in English. I've checked it and these are identical to the Japanese version, so don't worry. I just figure having it in English is probably easier for everyone to check out. Next up is Rookie Resonator. Basically, we have the resonation skill, or the empathy skill as it's originally known. If you watch my videos talking about the regional differences, it was one of my little rants. But yep, basically just use resonance or empathy for the first time. Bam, instant trophy. Names and nature. Okay, so basically, you have your vessels or legion, and I can show you here real quick. Each legion has the ability to use vessels. These are basically armors. Now, since this is the demo and I've only gone right into the opening section here, I don't have any unlocked, but basically have one head, one chest, and one legs equipped on any of your legions altogether, and you will automatically acquire this one. As you can see, it gets you 50 spirit, so not too much, but just a little boost early on in the game. Next up is Bespoke Body. Now, this is one I just unlocked. Basically, you have customization options for your fiend or for your legion. Essentially, just change the hair color, change the height. You have, I think, 2 different voice options, male and female, and 2 different hairstyles and 2 different hair colors. Just make some modifications early on, and you instantly get a new hair color. Same with this one here, Novice Namer. You can basically change any of your legion or fiend's names. Just do that one time, and you get a free hair color. So 2 easy trophies you can get right in the demo, actually. Alter Ego Cognito. So this one requires a little bit more of explanation that I'll get into a bit, but basically, as you fill in your student roster, you'll be able to sometimes unlock an alter ego that they will possess. This basically provides a permanent stat bonus to all of your party members, including future party members that you have yet to unlock. So it's always good to hunt alter egos. I think there's like 30 in total, I want to say. And again, each provides a small little boost to one of your stats. Really, really helpful overall. Just collect one. This trophy's yours. Psych Sampler. So I mentioned this in the T.A.C review, but basically you have the ego mechanics that determine the different kind of parts of your psyche. There are 4 students in the game that provide you with, I think, 12 to 13 tests apiece. I'll definitely have another video to go into this in a little bit more detail. All you need to do is just find the student, talk to them, and then they'll give you one of their psych tests, and then bam, you're done. So just do that one time to get the first psych test. You get this free trophy. Call and Brawl. So as mentioned in the T.A.C review as well, basically whenever you do any battles, you'll need to call the other world. Just make your first call to the other world, and bam, free trophy. Okay, Locker Knocker. So this is a part of kind of the puzzle mechanics. I think in the second area, you'll need to unlock a locker to get an item to progress through. Basically, if you do that, you will automatically unlock this trophy. I think in total, there's like maybe about 10 or so lockers in the game that you'll need to unlock during the storyline. So you'll get this one probably fairly early. Again, 50 spirit's a nice little early boost. Vanitas the Vendor. So Vanitas can basically either dismantle items to give you more spirit, or he can make you items. So it's kind of like your shop in the game. Just have Vanitas, buy an item from Vanitas, and you're all set. So again, another free achievement you can probably get right now in the demo. All right, so Oro Aficionado. This game does have a full BGM soundtrack. So as soon as you experience any track, it will automatically unlock in your BGM sound test, which is found in your library section under sound here. Basically, just get one from the get-go, and then listen to any track. You can actually do it right now as well, and get a free hair color. So again, a lot of really easy to get trophies early on. All right, so we have Perpetual Patient. Basically, you have the infirmary. Every time you visit the infirmary and you talk to the doctor there, you'll be able to reduce your mad gauge to 0 for your entire party. Do this 20 times, and you get yourself another hair color. Saw the sign. So this has been interesting. As I mentioned before, you'll need to call phone numbers in order to unlock battles, right? As soon as you kind of find a number and you use it, it gets saved in your contacts list, so you don't need to always punch in the phone number every single time. Just save 20 of the in-game numbers to your contacts list and you're set. You will probably do this, as I think each death call counts towards this, and then you also have all of the fertility floors, so that's like well over, I think, 25 right there. So you'll probably get this throughout just playing the game normally. Test taking Titan. All right. So again, the aforementioned psychology test. Refer to the guide I mentioned before when it comes out, just to get this. Essentially, there are 47, I think, in the whole game. As long as you pass like the 24, 25, you'll get this one. All right, Otherworldologist. So the Cromwell records are basically a part of all of the extra reading materials that you get for this game. The reading materials are really interesting because they do give you a lot of context and background to everything that's going on. So I do definitely recommend checking it out for Lore Masters. Basically, you'll unlock most of the Cromwell records as you progress through the game normally. Just be sure to pick up or touch anything that's blue that you see in the overworld, and you'll be able to get this. Profile Pundit. So profiles are basically the student records, student and staff records, sorry. And for that, just talk to a student and you'll automatically have their entry unlocked in your profile. So get half of them and you'll be set. If I remember correctly, just checking the profiles here, yeah, there's 106 students, 13 faculty, and then 3 others. So if you get, I think, about 70 or so, it will unlock for you. Okay, swinging back here. Whoops. Okay. Battle Brainiac, participate in 30 battles or more. You will definitely be doing this, I guarantee it. This game is quite grind heavy. I do have some guides on how to deal with leveling that we'll be talking about a little bit more in a bit, but just do 30 battles and you get this one. Oops. Helping Hand, perform 50 assist attacks. As I mentioned in the attack review, if you have an ally near you as you attack an enemy, they will also give an additional attack as well. If you're able to perform 50 of these, you'll be set. Again, this will basically just come naturally through playing the game, so you don't need to worry about doing anything special here. 30 deferrals. So this is what is known as the reordering mechanic. This is where you transfer your turn to a person who's already gone. Do this 30 times and you're all set. Honestly, you'll probably be doing this about 1,000 times or more. Deferrals or reorders are incredibly important to do in almost all of the battles, especially the late game ones, and especially for farming. So you'll get this one just through playing the game normally. Spirit Stash. Okay, get 2 million spirit. Now, this is cumulative. As you can see here, it says like spirit earned. It's just 83 because of, opening of the game. Basically, when the spirit earned reaches 2 million, you will be able to unlock this trophy. This is a lot of spirit, that is for sure, but honestly, you will pass this if you're looking to 100% the game. In fact, if you're looking to even make it to this game's true ending, you'll probably go well past this with the amount of grinding you'll need to do. So you'll probably get this late game, just following kind of the leveling guide that I'll be posting about it. You'll be able to get this one without much of an issue. Dress to Impress. So for this one, it goes back to his vessels. One of the earlier achievements was basically equip any of your legions with 3 items: the head, the chest, and the legs. These go in various ranks from, I think, N normal up to EX, being like super powered and special. You'll get EX ranks, I think, roughly around level 70 or so. So just collect 3 EX ranks, pop them on one of your fiends real quick, or your legions real quick, and then bam, free trophy. Ace Awakener. Okay, so this is tying a lot into the madness mechanics, so you can check that video once more to know how this happens, but this one and actually the next, Expert and Enlightener are going to be the same general idea. Everyone has 2 kind of special limit break arts. They have their Awakened art, and then they have their Enlightened art. You'll need to use Spirit to unlock them through their leveling board, which again, you can reference to the Madness video for that. Basically, have each person use it in combat 1 time. Both their Enlighten Art and their Awaken Art, and you'll be able to get these 2 trophies. I think the earliest you can get this the earliest you can get Ace Awakener is probably towards the end of Act 1, just because you unlock kind of one party member at a time. And the Expert Enlightener you could probably do around the same amount of time if you're really savvy on your Madness and Enlightening skills, which again, refer to the guide that will teach you how to do that really, really nicely. Ability Artisan. So this basically means you maxed out one unit's entire skill tree. So you've made them level 99. This will be a late game unlock. Unfortunately, I feel like the 20,000 spirit you get is definitely not nearly enough. Just unlock everyone's ability through their level chain, which you can see here. Just max this entire thing out, get level 99, and you're all set. Oops. Coming back to here, we got this one. So do Ability Artisan for every single unit. This will take you well past 2 million spirit points. This will also, if you go for this one, this will be a ridiculous amount of grinding. You will be doing a lot of grinding again to get to the true end, but this, yeah, it goes a little bit past that. Even if you're doing a maximum grind, I would still suggest that this trophy is probably going to take about 25 to 30 hours to unlock, just with the grinding. So if you want this one, be prepared. 7 Wonders of Shin Mikado. So this is one that I'm just going to mention. I probably won't make a video on it, but basically there are 7 special documents that you can find in the overworld that talk about like the 7 mystical things about Shin Mikado School. If you're just basically touching or walking up to every single object you see shining blue in every single room, you're basically set. So just keep up on finding your documents and you'll be fine with this one. Straight as student, earn an S rank. You'll probably get this naturally through gameplay. There's not really too much to be worried about. Use a hazard to beat a foe. So some levels have hazards in them where they cause damage or they do other effects like burning. Honestly, this one sort of, I think, just automatically unlocked for me. If you are having trouble with this, I would recommend finding one that has either spikes or flames that deal damage, and then kind of playing a little bit of ring around the rosy to get the enemies to fall into it and get KO'd. But really, this one's probably will unlock automatically. Quality Quartet. Now, this one and Quality Quintet are basically the assist attack trophies. You'll get these probably towards the end of Act 1 because you'll need to have a 4-team party and a 5-team party and a 6-team party. There we go, to get it. So this is basically main character or someone attacks, and then 4 units attack with the main character. This is the same one. 1 unit attacks, and then 5 backup units attacked alongside. This is actually really easy to set up towards the mid-late game when you have your full party available. So these ones are not really all that hard to take care of. Overblown Offensive. Okay, this one is a bit tricky, and you'll probably get this late game. I unlocked this. I'm pretty confident I unlocked this towards the end of the game when I was doing a bunch of farming. Basically, you'll need to do 10,000 damage in a single turn, and this game doesn't really work the same way as other games do. So even if you're level 99 and you're fighting a level 5 enemy, you're not going to do more damage per se. So your damage numbers are sort of capped based upon your own stats. I know it seems really like kind of blah, but that's essentially how the game mechanics really work. HP is the only real difference between levels, to be honest. I got this one again late game when I used a few area of effect spells that I'll show off in my leveling guide that basically just hits everyone for like 1.2k, and then I managed to get like 10k damage in a single shot, and it was bam, done. There's also other skills you can get towards the latter half where you can do like 8,000, 9,000 with crits, maybe up to over 10,000 with a single critical attack, depending on your skill setup that you use. But overall, you'll probably get this late game when you're grinding, especially if you follow the guide that I have posted. Finally is the last question mark. So this is the happy end question mark. Now this one here is quite interesting. Basically, the happy ending requires you to do a whole bunch of additional stuff that is really convoluted and challenging, to say the least. So I will have a separate guide posted that will go into this in more detail on how to unlock this. Otherwise, that's it. 47 trophies in the game, and you'll basically get a lot of them without having much issue at all. For those that require a little bit more explanation, feel free to reference the guides that I make for them already. Otherwise, if this was helpful for you, please be sure to leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer if anyone has any questions about more of the specifics, and just keep an eye out for the future guides coming out. If this was extremely helpful, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps, and yeah, it's my way of feeling your love, so thank you for sending your love. With that said, this is Show. Thanks so much for watching. I'll check you later. Bye.